Hello friends, welcome to Engineering Pandu. In this video, we will discuss about friction stir welding, that is introduction, advantages and comparison of friction stir welding. Friends, what is friction stir welding? Friction stir welding is one of the most popular trend in welding technology. The weld is made in pasty state. It is a solid state of joining process. The weld is created solely by mechanical deformation by friction. Friends, here in the welding process, the joining process, the friction is used to create a mechanical deformation, and because of that the parent metal will become pasty, and then it will mix with each other and it will fuse with each other and it will be welded together. Friends, technologically parameters we need to consider while considering friction stir weldings are speed of rotation of tool, that is revolution per minute, speed of movement of tool in per minute, or angle of a tool, and the design of a joints. Friends, here in friction stir welding we don't have filler metal. We have only parent metals, and between parents metal we create a friction, and because of friction then it becomes pasty state and then it will join together. Friends, here to create a friction we need to use a spindle, or you can say a tool, which we need to rotate, and the friction or the heat which is generated depends on the revolution, and that totally depends on the type of the design of the joint. Friends, basically why we want to use this friction stir welding, because this is mature technology for assembly of aluminum and copper. Because if you are aware that for fusion welding of aluminum and copper is little bit difficult compared to my steel and stainless steel. In that case the FSW keeps properties close to the base material, because it is not using any filler material, and the basic properties of parent or base material remains almost same after the weld joint. Welding of high strength aluminum alloys and welding of dissimilar metal is also possible. This is the green process. There are no toxic gases generated because of the welding process. This is cold welding process. Friends, let's understand FSW in 4 steps. Step 1, parts are clamped either edge to edge but for butt welding. So this is the line for the butt welding. This is part 1, this is part 2. These part are clamped with clamps on the periphery, then it will join together with the friction stir welding. Then step 2, the tool which consists in a solder to hit the material by friction and a pin to stir the parts together is rotated. So this is the tool. So this is rotated and then it is pressed inside the base material, deep into vertically into the base material. Then in step 3, after the temperature stabilization phase, the tool moves along the line, or you can say along the weld seam, and depending on the nature and thickness of the component, the heat generated by the friction makes the material softer, and tool stirs the parts together. Here you can see this is the line along which it is moving. At the end of the weld the tool rises vertically, so this tool will rise vertically leaving the hole. This hole is often seen as a defect, however many solutions exist for closing this hole or to solve this drawback. Friends, if you have not subscribed to Engineering Pandu, please subscribe to Engineering Pandu. We will keep on uploading few cool technical videos. Friends, FSW weld can be of different type depending on the desired welding or the configuration and type of material use. Here you can see this is the butt weld, square butt joint, edge butt joint, and here you can see T joint, butt joint. Similarly, we can have lap joint also. Here you can see the lap joint, then multiple lap joint and T lap joint. This is, you can see the butt welding. Here you can see the images of T-shape welding, transparency welding. Here you can see the flow of welding, or the texture of the welding is very clear and it is very homogeneous. Basically, this friction stir welding is cost beneficial also. The low welding cost, few consumables, we don't need any few filler consumable, filler rod, no material input, no surface preparation, no shielding gas, no gas equipment, low power consumption. These are the benefits. Then reduction of post welding inspections, because welding is very smooth and homogeneous, you don't need much inspection. Welding is carried out in a NC machine tool, limiting the investment. Possible rental of FSW head to limit the investment. These are the overall cost benefits. Then we have product advantages also. It is used for welding of aluminum alloys, almost all series, aluminum silicon, easy welding of aluminum foundry including die casting, then high mechanical resistance, welding efficiency of 80 to 90%, and plus fatigue strength close to the base material. We don't have leakages of water, acid or air, excellent thermal and electrical conduction. Forming after welding, stamping or bending of welded parts are possible without cracking. So sometimes in fusel welding, if you join two parts together and if you do stamping or bending of welded parts after welding, then it might crack. Here it is the advantage that it will not crack. Then you can weld up to 20 mm capacity. Then process advantages are solution to shortage of qualified welders. Here you don't need qualified welders. No surface preparation, no cleaning or grinding is required. The weld is invisible on the back side and requires a small machining on the welding side to remove it if necessary. If necessary means sometimes it is not necessary to remove, because there are only small parts or burrs which might need not to be removed. Replacement of brazing, TIG or MIG or FE welding can be replaced. Cold welding, minimum distortion of the welded part, because we don't heat the part, whole part, and a small heat affected zone, no spars, no smoke. Non-toxic, no ozone production compared to arc welding. Welding possible in all positions, no molten pool. Here we are not melting the base metal or filler metal, therefore there is no molten pool. Then if we compare the joint efficiency, mechanical reductions according to the type of welding, here you can see the different alloys are given. In FSW there is only 30%. So if the mechanical strength, if we compare, then there are chances of reduction of only 30% according to type of welding. For FSW it is 30% for this alloy 2024T3. In MIG or TIG it is almost 60%, and 7075T6 in FSW it is 25 reduction, and in MIG or TIG it is unweldable. It is not even possible to build. Similarly, if you compare 5000 series, then there is in FSW almost there is no reduction in strength. In MIG it is 20. Similarly, there are some other commonly used alloys like 6063T5, 6082T6 and AS alloys 10, and in MIG or TIG it is totally unweldable, so there is no question of even reduction of strength. Friends, then what are the defects that we can be encounter during the FSW welding? The professional of FSW frequently encounter the following defects in the welding. lack of penetration at the root of the weld, hooking, typical defect of transparency welding, burrs on the solid edges. So you can see here there is a direct view where the place is formed. Then we have wormhole at the end, then lack of penetration, you can see it here, and there are images on the bottom, actual images. Here you can see the places. These are the places which are occurred. Here you can see this is the wormhole which remains at the end of the weld. Then hooking, here you can see this is the joint which is created because of the hooking. Then porosity continuous along the weld, that is wormhole, and that is sometimes created when the spindle is not rotating properly, or the size of the spindle is not selected accordingly. Then we have comparison with the machine, robot and CNC plus FSW head. Here if we compare investment, here you can see there is less investment in FSW plus CNC. Welding thickness, if we compare, in machine we can go up to 50 mm, in robot we can do up to 8 mm, here we can do up to 20 mm. Then in delivery time, you can see it requires very less delivery time for delivering this CNC plus FSW head machine. And in terms of accuracy, it is comparable with the machine. And if we compare force control, then all are equal. If we talk of footprint, then this is more advantageous compared to machine and robot. Modularity point of also it is good. Rigidity point of view, it is also good. So these are the comparisons. Here you can see for welding speed up to 2 meter per minute for machine, and it is also comparable 2 meter per minute in CNC plus FSW head. So overall this is the comparison. And then this is one of the example how the stir weld FSW head cooling process is. There are two types of cooling. One is air cooling. Here you can see the stir weld FSW head is cooled by the compressed air. Here the compressed air is inserted inside the head, and then it comes out of the level of the shaft and the tool. Similarly, we have water cooling. Here you can see water loop through the FSW head. The chilled water or cold water goes into the stir weld head. Then it is circulated inside the way inside the head for cooling or taking the heat. Then it will come out as a hot water and returns to the chiller. So this is two types of cooling head, type of cooling system for the stir weld head. Because this spindle is creating friction, it is rotated between the parents metal and it generates the heat, and it needs to be cool. So this is the general arrangement and some introduction and advantages of FSW. I hope you will like this video. Thank you very much and happy learning.